Okay guys, so let me mute the telly first. So guys, today I was going to talk to y'all on the Euro truck side. I'm purposely using Euro truck for this one because of, I think I have a more appropriate company name on this line, not that. We're currently in the 1.32 beta, which you can get through Steam. To opt into the betas. The reason I brought up the 132 beta is this. A couple of things are coming up on this. Looks like Germany's getting a little work of it on it, but I'm not too worried about Germany at all. But talking about Germany later. This is what I want to talk to y'all about. Trailers. You can now purchase trailers in Euro Truck Simulator 2. And I'm not 100% sure about this, but I believe it's also possible American Truck Simulator. The reason why I'm doing this video on Euro Truck platform and not American Truck, especially since I'm doing most postings in the Euro Truck platform, because as far as I'm aware, it will not have any it's not 132 is not compatible with the current map. So I really don't have any maps I'm worried about. Here, and the thing is, I don't even want to run maps on 132 yet. But what I was trying to do, I know this will take time. I'll probably do it one country at a time, is to get and some countries will be easier to get than others with this. Worried about it, but American Truck Simulator is awesome. There's a variety of trailers you can get. Flatbed. There's two different flatbed varieties. Curtain siders. That's your standard. It's a 2-axle trailer, and then that's a 2-axle with a movable tag. And then you have a dry freight. And insulated and reefer. And they all cost varying prices. Reefer costs $133. The cheap ones. I mean, your flatbed here is flatbed here with the 2-axle and all that is $30,500, and like your two axle curtain side is $33,580. The biggest thing for me is I don't know how much the metric conversions that they have. So like this flatbed here, like these 3 trailers don't have steerable axles. This one has no liftables, but has 2 steerable axles. I think you can customize that with all of them. This one has 1 liftable and 1 steer. Your dry freighter. This is like your hard trailers, like you see here in America. And this is as well. I'm trying to figure out the difference between them. They're the same. I think it's the wheel configuration. But they're also about $2,000 different. And then you have your insulated reefer there. And then here, which I cannot buy right now, is a curtain side double, which is $65. Dry freighter, which is the B-train double, $137. $235 for a reefer double, and an insulated double is $152. So let's take a look at this one. Customized configuration. What's this? That's how the trailer would look when it's attached to a truck. Chain type. Single chain is, I don't know what chain would be used for. Even though technically I should. So it's that. Body. Part of the price difference is this is a wood floor body, and that's a steel floor body. The wood steel floor is probably better to get. You have a lot of different aspects that you can get here. 2-axle, 3 steerable spreads, spread rear, 3-axle, 2 steer, and 3-axle. And I mean, that's all you can get for this, so I'm going to keep it as your basic 2-axle. This is where I like this, because you can make get a variety of colors and stuff. Plus, you can do some and then this is the other great part here, which is the customizations that you can do on the trailers. Honestly, on these flatbeds, it isn't as much as you would think you can do. That's how you can do it with your driving. So I'll show you a curtain side next. Customize config on the curtains. double, I'd have to get a right. With a moving floor, insulated sign. Reefer side door and a reefer we'll go back up the curtain side if I want to show with. Here's your one chassis, two axle spread, free steerable like that. What I have noticed with the axle is that the yellow, if you see a yellow wheel like here, it means that this rear wheel is going to be steerable. We'll send it back up to the two axles. You have these varying ink knobs you can get. More so with these that's EU logo. My company logo, so this would actually work well for me if I really want to do that. Progress. One thing I do not like from what I can see is that you can't really customize the trailer coloring like you could the trucks. And there is a way over here, but the customization on this is a little different. Bumper, way more light. There's some mud flaps down there. Phone box. For your wheels. And your side skirts. One thing I just noticed here was that you can set that up however you like. So like I have that set to that, and then for drive-ins, like I'd put these fire extinguishers there. And have a phone box on each side, and I mean that's how I'd have my trailer right there. And then I would fix the paint color as I saw fit. My general commodity trader that here. We'll take a look at your research. That's my config on the research. Now this is the one I'm gonna buy. Once again, can't buy that. Slide door, I do want to see how that setup works. All the wheel types are interchangeable. It looks like you can do any of that on this. Same with this. If you're going to do a custom trailer, my advice to you where that green came in on the trailer. I can't see it. Oh, that was the back door. No. Where this is. Okay, so that green would be for the front end. In my case, white is how I would have my problem is with this for now. Also a problem with trucks. I think custom graphics. Save changes. Confirm. That's how you do that. So, I want to read send it over to Paris. Now we'll look at the trailer data. Make a trailer private or not. And you can use the trailer. So I'm going to hit drive. As you can barely see, shows truck and the trailer combined. Now this is going to be fun because I noticed something in the back that's going to change among other things. So I'm also going to the job market. Okay, so where are we? We are at the Paris garage. I don't recall this being my truck. Whatever. Wait, hold on, let me check something. Yeah, I'm in Paris. Okay, so that's the trip. I don't like where it's positioned, but whatever. Yes, I just picked up that. So, connect the trailer. So you got this cargo market thing here. This is something new. I can take goat cheese. Seems like there's more stuff that you can take with this than there would be the other way around. Bordeaux. Bordeaux's all the way out there. No, I don't want to go that way. Liverpool. That's gonna go take me via the what's it called? The Channel. That's Norway. Palmero, Italy. No, with sausages. That'd be 5 tons of medical vaccinations. Actually, wait, well, no, that's sausage. SK, that would be Slovakia. 15 tons of pears to Rome. Dronkingberger, whatever the hell that's called, Sweden. wouldn't mind actually running 5 tons of medical equipment. We'll do the lamb stomachs to Liverpool, because that's going to be one a new city on my discoverables. And I only have to go right next door to actually pick up the load. No, really? That's what the new damage key looks like. For your trucks. We're here at Leslie Logistics. Cargo market. Cargo is ready to be loaded. Head to loading area. I'm moving. This is going to make driving harder in a way. This also requires you to, because before you could just do drop and hook. So this actually makes things a little bit harder. As I So you can skip loading and start delivery by hitting instant. Or you can back down to the dock. So, for cargo loading, I purposely did that because I had a really bad setup. It took about an hour and a half to load the cargo. That is one good thing about Euro. All these trucks are cab over. As opposed to America where cab overs are non-existent. So, have our load, which is lamb stomach. Some of these load names are actually weird comparative to what you think. As we are getting ready to go, okay, my iPad's going off with the ESPN reports. So, wait, Tiger Woods finished second? And he only lost by 2 strokes. Okay, that's not what I expected to see. That was my ESPN ding-a-linging me on my cell phone. Alright, so now that we're out of the yard, I'm going to open up the map. So, I'm purposely doing a load here. I'm going to do another load later. I'm going to do another video later to show you guys a video on how to work with, excuse me, doubles in the game. So we're going to go out here and then we're going to go up the A16 motorway to the Channel Tunnel, to the Channel crossing here. Cross over on the Channel Tunnel between Dover and Calais, or Calais and Dover in this case. Then we're going to go to the A20, and then I don't know what road number that is, I don't, and then jump onto the A2 motorway, by the M2, then the M25 ring road around Britain, and then we'll take the M1 up past Birmingham up to this junction here, and I think it's the M6 or M16 past Birmingham. Continue up into Liverpool. From there, I am purposely going to jump over to Iping and Sluts. I know I'm botching these names. And take the boat up to Oslo and grab a garage. I'm gonna get and I'll get a double trailer there. I'll go over double and I'll do a load there for the next video. With that being said, I will not be recording the trip from Liverpool, and I may even consider teleporting. Now, in the UK, continue here. Now, varying, just like in America, Europe's going to have varying truck laws. Oh, and we're going to run a red light. No, we're not. On ATS, that's why I'm not doing this over on the ATS side. I will make an ATS trailer management, a trailer ownership video once this goes full blown and I'm forced to upgrade to it over there. Get to the right lane now. I believe there's going to be a trumpet interchange coming up that I need to actually use for the ramp to Calais. It's 90, but the trailer has a sign in the back that says 80. I'm doing 90. We're in France. 50 kilometer an hour up and around here. Now France. Now here's one thing too that I've noticed. And all my European observations are from driving in Euro Truck Simulator, as opposed to my American, which I have probably driven in anywhere from 1/3 to 1/2 of the, probably closer to 1/3 of the United States of America. I've lived in America all my life. Most of it has been in the state of Connecticut. Some of it, though, has been in the state of Virginia. So we'll stop and pick up the toll. Here in France, I believe in France, Italy, and like one or two other countries in game have your road uses by most national roads are tolled. That is the case here in America. In some states, there's like one main toll road for the entire state. New York has, I think, the most toll roads of any state in the U.S. She's got all the tolls around New York and through and all that stuff. Massachusetts, another one. Actually, and this is pretty sad, there's a way to get from New York City to Chicago using only toll roads. Massachusetts is another one, the Mass Pike, then that connects to the New York State Thruway. Ohio Turnpike, which starts just west at the west end of the Turnpike. Indiana Toll Road. Chicago Skyway, I think, is the Illinois Toll Road. So yeah, there's varying states that have varying tolls here in the U.S. California has a few tolls around San Fran. Texas does. Kansas and Oklahoma have state turnpikes. Florida has a few toll roads here and there. Rhode Island has one toll bridge. New Hampshire has tolls, which somewhat surprises me. Maine actually has a toll road on I-95. Maryland actually has a toll road. Virginia has some tolls, mostly in the Richmond and Newport News area. But the express lanes between Fredericksburg and Washington are now considered high occupancy toll lanes. The way that they do it, which is the way I like it, to be honest, is if you have 3 or more people in the car and your transponder has it, you can change it out. No, wow, he just cut me off. Good one, motorist. After I slam into the guardrail too. I'm running this no game sound right now on purpose because I'm speaking. And there's a random event, someone getting pulled over by the cops. I don't know what the French term for police is. But you just saw a French cop pull somebody over. Alright, Bobby. Yeah, I think that's what that's like the British slang for the police is the Bobby. Any of my Brit friends can confirm that. apparently this Mercedes-Benz cab is real quiet. As opposed to the American cabs, where even I have a hard time speaking. Hey-o. Stop. They are 42 euro toll. Really? I'm due for sleep? Time management must not be on my side today. The other thing I've noticed too is the freight market seems to be a lot larger when you have your own trailers. Or have your own trailer to buy and use stuff in than just picking up a trailer off the dock at the shipper, and then at the receiver drop it off in bobtail. Friend of mine told me that I guess that's how a lot of companies want you to do it, is trailer for trailer. So you drop a trailer and, you know, pick up a trailer, whatever, or you have to sit there and be loaded and take the trailer with you when you're done. We're here now in, not the city of Calais, but we're at the Calais Eurotunnel point. Yeah. Wow. The Calais Eurotunnel entrance and the tunnel shuttle yard. If I'm using the terminologies correct. Get off here. Probably should not have gone that slow. So I was 50. I'm doing relatively well for 50. Such a tight corner, we can say. Coming. There's no one that I care about. And we're here. We're at the tunnel. Turn to the right. Now it's 30 kilometers an hour through here. I'll stop here just to make sure I can make the turn without hitting anything. Having to correct myself. I don't know if it's just me or if European roads seem tighter and, for that matter, harder to drive on than American roads. As we are here, you can see this is a truck train that I'm getting on, and over there is your car shuttle. I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to overkill the accuracy right now. And I say screw up. $300 for a 35-minute trip. Calais to Folkestone. I don't know if that's actually right though, 35 minutes. I show an exit. I normally don't. There's some fresh new scan new trucks being sent off to deliveries for static traffic. I know, no, Volvo's European manufacturing plant and oh no, that may have been a mistake. And Scania's both have the ability for you to take brand new trucks to various customers, be it trucking companies or their own truck dealerships. Now, being in the UK is a little bit different than most of these other European countries, and I'll explain in a couple of seconds. Even though it's relatively easy to notice. Drive on the left, links verhören, I'm not bothered. But basically, as opposed to the rest of continental Europe, and the United States of America for that matter, in the UK and Ireland, you drive on the left-hand side of the road. And with my truck being an LHD truck, left side, where my truck is, my steering column's on the left-hand side of the vehicle, makes things a little challenging. When you're driving in your truck, if you're doing a load out of the UK to mainland Europe, it will actually spawn your truck as a right-hand drive truck. That's if you're doing like a quick job using the game spawning truck. But if you're doing it with your own truck or whatever, so if you're leaving Europe, let's say you're doing a load from London to Amsterdam. I'm just using that as an example. And you are doing it as a quick job, meaning you're not using your own truck, which you have to do when you first start. Your truck will... There's a British police car on the right before we turn. The game will give you a right-hand drive vehicle, which means your steering column is on the right-hand side of the vehicle. So towards the center of the road in the UK and towards the breakdown lane in the rest of Ireland. But if you're driving from, let's say, Barcelona to Edinburgh, or even this Paris to Edinburgh run, if you did it as a quick job, the game would give you a truck that's just like the one we're driving here, with the steering wheel on the left-hand side of the vehicle. So that is something to think about when you're playing. Now this is that road that I said I don't recall the number of. I think I saw something for it at the exit ramp, but did not pay attention to it. Or maybe another sign for it up here, I don't know. Nope. Coming up to the A2, which is like, I don't know how to really say it. I know Canada and A would stand for auto route. I know that's, I don't think that's the case here. But like an M route is motorway, and like in Europe, the motorway is like the equivalency of the interstate highway system here in America. So that also means slower traffic to the left in the UK. Passing is done on the right. I don't know what the rules are about semis passing. I don't want to know. And just lovely. How much time? 21 hours. An hour and a half to get there. So I'm going to be the safe driver here today. And peel off the road. At least I hope I pulled off in the right place. It's a little early to be going to bed. Go to bed at noon. Okay, so it is now 4:10 p.m. Lights off. Whoa, stop. I almost run off the road. Yes. And we're back on the road. So from here, we get on the road. Says we have 5:29 to get. This thing on cruise control for a bit. I'm getting passed on the right. I'm getting passed on the right, referring to the European style of this game. We're now getting up to the M25 London Loop. set to its maximum zoom, which is really what I want it to be. We're gonna take the middle lane here because of all the various exits that go off on the left for various points in Britain. Or I could have stopped there for some shut-eye if I really wanted to push it a little bit longer. Probably could have topped off the fuel as well, but I was in the mood to just not worry about it. I think I had that first ramp right there was to go into the city of London. Like I said, there's various ramps all over this section of highway, so you'll see different ones taking you to different places. And the N25 is Southampton's going to be going off at the next exit. Over there, that's the M3 over to South. That'll take you Southampton. We're looking for the M1. Next one's going to be Cardiff, Wales, followed by going up towards another probably in-town ramp, followed by the one that we would need, which is Birmingham. So here's the ramp to Cardiff, Wales on the M4. Say that you're on the M25, basically telling motorists, hey, you're on this highway if this wasn't where you were supposed to be. I'm going to get over to the left here. There's a service station coming up, but we don't want the service station. We want the next exit after the service station, as that'll take us up here towards it says M1 Birmingham. It doesn't tell you what other highways are until you're actually at their ramps. So, like, it doesn't tell you, okay, this is the one that's going to take you to Cambridge, this one's going to take you, to wherever. So we're getting off of the M25 London Loop, as I call it. And we are on the M1, going north. I am a truck limited at 90 kilometers an hour. Other than the that is the most is 90 kilometers an hour, which would be France and maybe Italy and Spain. But most of the countries, the most you can do in a semi is 80 kilometer an hour, which is going to be about 50 miles an hour. Buses in Europe, from what I've noticed from the games, including this and Fernbus Simulator, which is basically Flexbus's program, which Flexbus is starting to make a presence here in the States. But what I've noticed from that is the most you can do is about 60 mile an hour, 100 kilometer, which here in the States, most of your bus companies will say 68 to 72. Most U.S. states will allow buses to do the car speed limit if there's a speed limit reduction, like in California, where semis can only do 55 miles an hour. Ohio, I think, used to be the same way with semis, where they can only go a certain speed, but I think that has since changed. The biggest one is school buses in the U.S. That is where the biggest speed laws are comparative to the general motoring public. Like I constantly say, in the real world, I drive a school bus in the state of Virginia, and the date that this video is being recorded is the day before my district speeding offense. I did not catch that. I got caught for speeding because I was talking to you guys. Anyway, as I was saying, because that was a speed trap there. Slow down. Look it into 80. Anyway, as I was saying, with school buses, like I said, as the time this is being recorded, it is the day before my district's first day of school. So we'll be back to school tomorrow, actually. 11 and a half hours from now, I'll be on the school. I'll be just dropping off the elementary school kids for my local district. I'm not bringing up much about that, but I will say, like, the reason I brought that whole thing up with school buses is because how, like I said, general buses in Europe can do, from what I've seen, generally can do 60. Semis are limited to 50, and I'm trying to use the proper kilometer to mileage comparisons, so I could be off on these numbers. There's an exit there. I did not catch anything for that. We do need to get off the M1 at the next exit. Which will take us up past Birmingham and up to Liverpool. I do have on my train simulators, I have the new train sim and I have the old Microsoft edition from 2000 with Open Rails add-on. But for the Open Rails train simulator, I have, what am I about to say? For Open Rails, I have the Thames Mersey route, which is basically London to Liverpool, as well as a Manchester route. I need to put on my left turn signals. I do need to get off the next exit. Once this car goes, I actually have my room. Birmingham. I think going straight on this road, I'd like to say it goes up towards Sheffield, Cambridge. I want to take a look at something quickly on the map. Oh, no. That's wrong about the Cambridge. Cambridge would be getting off and going the other way. And the M11 does Cambridge, and then going up that way is, going up the other way is Felixstone. Further up is Grimsby. And then you have Newcastle upon Tyne as our third, as your northernmost UK port of to boat exit. Also in the UK, there are 3 quarries. One is up by Cardiff, one is by Sheffield, and the third one is north of Glasgow. Now for the M1, like I said, it goes up through Sheffield, east of Manchester. It's remarked as an A1, I think. Through to Newcastle and Edinburgh. That's from what I can see on the game. I could be wrong about real world markings, but I'm going off game markings. Said us we're on the new highway here. Let me just slow it down. So I've already gotten 1 speeding ticket. Good thing I did, because there's a speed trap up ahead, it says. Cruise on. And Birmingham's coming up at the next exit's going to be Birmingham. It's about 2.5 hours to our destination according to the GPS. There's quite a few services around here, and from playing American Truck, I'm starting to pick up some of these some of these companies and what they're cheating the licenses on, particularly in reference to the fuel stations and other companies that have internet, that, like, I know what they would be because they're European based but have a good presence here in the States. Examples of that would be, check our damage reports. 4% truck, 0 damage on the trailer or the load. That is one thing I will say with this update that is different, is that the damage is marked as 3 different pieces. Your truck damage is your truck cab is your truck damage. The middle part, which is your trailer, that's like your physical trailer itself. And the pallet and boxes on the right, that is going to be your trailer, or your load, your actual cargo damage. Some trailers you cannot buy yet for certain load types, like hazmat tankers, construction equipment, like oversized stuff you cannot do that on. Actually, for the cargo that requires it, I would actually advise that was what Cardiff came in, I guess. It's here. So this one. So yeah. explain that. So that's how that works. So, like, I could go bash around this trailer all I want. As long as the load stays intact, I'm not going to get penalized. What it is mainly is how much, what I'm learning about this game is, they don't care if you damage your own equipment. But if you damage other people's equipment, that's where they'll get you on the cash needs fee. Because you get a damage penalty for wrecking a truck. I could be wrong about what I'm about to say. When it's when you're doing a quick job, which is when you don't own the truck, somebody else does. Southbound traffic's heavy today on the highway. But then when you own your own truck, but you don't own your own trailer, looks like a little bit of an accident or something over there. The game will penalize you for an accident like that. Like, if I didn't have my own trailer, that accident that you guys just saw would have been a penalty against me, most likely. But since I own my own trailer, that changes everything. Like I said, the plan is to go to Oslo, Norway, buy a garage for the next video, and in the next video I'll show you guys the I'll show you the other I'll show you guys the double trailers, because there's, I think, certain modifications you can make on only to the doubles that you can't to the singles. As we continue our drive, that was another service station we passed. We're here in the middle. Going on up here. Oh, cops had a truck pulled over. We're actually getting close now to Liverpool and Manchester. Which, for those of you guys who are rail enthusiasts, I'm going to talk about something there, and I'm actually going to do a train video at some point in relation to running between Liverpool and Manchester. And I should probably also do something over in Rheinhold as well. So I think the Thames Mersey route includes Rheinhold as well. Brit rail fans know exactly what I'm talking about when I bring Rheinhold into any equation. Actually me being tired, actually me yawning, not the game. As we are starting to see some of the cities coming up for us now, as it's 2-something in the morning. How much time do I have left to get the load in? 7 hours and 6 hours until we need to go to bed. So that makes me happy. The hours of service in Euro Truck are different than American Truck. I don't know exactly how to explain it. Those of you who are professional drivers in Europe and watch this stuff, please explain European hours of service to me. Kill the cruise, climb the hill. And we're approaching some of the highway ramps now. bad. I nearly smacked into a cop. Starting to get light now? What? Whoa, okay. Whoa. Hold on. I just missed my exit. How to fix this? Okay, miss that exit, get off the next one and just go into town. Okay. Okay, I figured it out. But as of right now, I'm going to zoom in on the map to this zoom number 2 and peel off to the, I need to jump over one lane and jump off to the left lane for the exit into Liverpool. And signs are now starting to show up for Carlisle. I always forget where the England and Scotland border is, as well as what's actually within what jurisdiction as far as Carlisle is concerned. As it's now a 80 kilometer an hour zone through here. The UK seems to have the highest speed limits for trucks in Europe at 97 kilometers an hour it shows, but I think it should be a little higher. Well, I need to slow down. Speaking of speed, as we are coming down the hill and coming into Liverpool, and there's probably a speed trap somewhere, but I'm actually going through it or not, that should have to be determined. Plus, now that the game includes roving police officers like it has in the States since the game began. And the speed limit now as we enter Liverpool is 48 kilometers an hour at 30 mile an hour. Because road speeds in the UK are done in miles an hour like here in the US, while the rest of Europe uses kilometers. And we got through the light, no problem. not bagging right today. Oh, in this case, I don't actually hit the T key. You actually hit the Enter key to drop your trailer as your end of trip ranking like it normally does. Cargo mark.